why, as a leader, is it important to really understand people's unique working styles to be able to create a collaborative and effective team?
Yes, because leaders often talk to us about the mix of so-called personalities that exist in the team and the challenges they have trying to get people to work together. Well, wouldn't it be great if we could decode the working styles of people, of how people think, act, learn, get things done? That would make teamwork and working with people so much more effective, don't you think?
Fantastic. So why don't we dive in?
Darren, when you and me worked together in the consulting company all those years ago, one of the things we really valued about the firm was the heavy focus on research-based content. And one of the things that really resonated with a lot of our clients back then was on working styles, how people work together. And we want to introduce you to these 4 styles of people.
Fantastic.
Now, to keep it really simple, and the reason I like it is it's simple to understand. People watching this can get it really quickly. But it comes down to 2 factors that come together. The first one is a continuum, if you like, is people have a preference for action. Other people have a preference for reflection. Let me think about it. One is let's just do it now.
Right.
The other one, which is the vertical axis, if you like, is some people like to operate on feelings, gut feel, it feels right. Other people are into facts. What's the data telling us? So when you put these 2 things together, it forms a really funky matrix.
Yes.
And the matrix is really where the working styles emerge from. So if you think about the first quadrant, which is people who have a high preference for feelings and a preference for action, we call those people movers. It's like, let's just get things done over here. Let's just get it happening. I remember working in a team and we were planning, and we came to this kind of stalemate. And Maya, one of the members, got up and said, give me a minute, walked out, came back with architecture of a program, and it got everyone moving. It's a bit like dominoes. You know, the first domino falls, everything happens.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of asking you, you know, we like music, so I'm going to put you on the spot over here and say, what's this, when you think about this mover, this person who likes feelings and action, what's the song that comes to mind?
Well, you know, for 2 reasons. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run, right? Is, you know, it's about engaging, and it's about, you know, obviously going forward and making it happen. And he's, you know, absolutely renowned for the quality of his live shows and just getting up there and going until he gets the result that he wants to create with that audience. So fantastic. I think at, you know, a couple of levels, for me anyway, that works there, Born to Run.
I love Born to Run for the mover. Okay, moving right along, we go to the next quadrant, which if we go down from there is the person who likes facts and action. And we call this person the fixer. These are the people who are kind of like the motor mechanic. You know, your car breaks down, they open up the hood, they look at what the problems are, they diagnose really quickly, and they use that to then fix your car and get you back on the road. We have those people in teams as well. We call them the fixers. These are people, when the system crashes, you can always rely on Freddie to go and fix it, right? And then he just does it by himself and comes back. Boom. What's the
song time?
What's the song?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think when I think of fixers is the ability not only to fix, but to fix under pressure, right?
Yes.
So David Bowie, Queen, Under Pressure.
Under Pressure.
I mean, fantastic song. I think a lot of people feel in the world right now under pressure, and that is what a great fixer does, is if you're able to bring that solution then to the team, might work in solo to be able to find that solution, but then collaborating with the team to be able to produce that result.
Love it, love it. Okay, so moving right along to the next one, which is the top right-hand side in our quadrant, is what we call the person who prefers feelings, gut feel, and reflection. Give me time to think it over. And we call these people explorers, because these are the people who like the conversation, they like the nuance, they like to get other perspectives and bringing people together. And I kind of think of an explorer as a lighthouse, if you like, right? Where they can shine their light on dark places, so to show people the way. I remember a team where one of the people in our team, very much as an explorer, got up and asked a brilliant question that just unlocked the thinking of everybody else.
Yeah.
So Darren, the explorer, what's the song?
The song. Oh, to me, that one of my all-time favorite artists, John Lennon, and Imagine. Right? What's the beauty of that song? It's about imagining possibilities, right? It's about imagining peace, but the possibility of that, about the possibility of so many different things, and getting, helping people to get unlocked, right? And just who he was as a person was, again, trying to bring people together as well. So we've got another one of those, the song and the artist kind of representing that particular area.
I love Imagine because he uses the words, imagine there's no heaven, imagine there's no countries, imagine there's no possessions in the lyrics, which is about what an explorer does, is to get us to think about possibilities. Love that song.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go to the last working style and introduce you to the person who prefers facts and reflection. They want to know what the data is, but they want to reflect as well. And we call these people thinkers because these are the people who can put the pieces together. They can have a look at the big picture, the detail, the strategic, and really it's about bringing the bits together. It's a bit like an orchestra conductor. They can hear the timpani, they can hear the violin, they can hear the drum, they can hear all of the instruments, but with the conductor, they bring it together into a cohesive whole. And that's the beauty of the thinker, is bringing all those things together. Yeah? Okay, so you got it. What's the song?
Tough one on this one. I think one I've just actually been listening to a lot lately is Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. And because it's about, that bringing things together, right? Exactly that, bringing things together.
Yeah, that's a great song. It's one of my favorites, actually. I love that song because it's about this urge for power and ambition, but they talk about the consequences. And often, the reason I like it as a thinker, it talks about how a little action can have all of these different impacts on the world, on wars, on the environment, and it's a great example, actually, of being a thinker. So yes, so what we want to do is get you to start thinking about your team and your own style. What are your preferences? Are you a thinker, an explorer, a fixer, or a mover? And who are the people in your team? Because imagine if you could decode all of the different people in your team and how they work together, your job as a leader becomes a lot more effective. And if you get the team to recognize and understand the strengths and weaknesses of each preference, that is going to help teamwork and cohesion work really well. So what we have for you for watching this is a free instrument, a download. You can download below and actually copy it and share it with your team and have people complete it, which will identify what their preferences are.
Fantastic. And a great way to use that tool is to take it and do one of your team meetings and have everybody share what their style is, what they've learned about themselves, and how they can more effectively now as your team work together to optimize each of those strengths that they're bringing, and maybe where some gaps are, right? We don't have one of the areas that are represented there, so how do we incorporate that maybe from other areas or to build on that more?
Okay, let's go listen to some music, I think.
Good to me.